Esteemed viewers, welcome to an exclusive dispatch from the corridors of justice in Harare. In an era where academic credentials underpin political legitimacy, whispers have grown into a roar. Justice Charles Hungwe, renowned High Court jurist and war veteran turned Lesotho bench member, has publicly questioned the authenticity of President Emmerson Mnangagwa's law degree. This bombshell allegation strikes at the very heart of Zimbabwe's governance, raising urgent questions about integrity, accreditation, and public trust. Subscribe to my channel for the most unflinching investigations into power and the rule of law. The backdrop to this revelation is a nationwide crackdown on fraudulent qualifications. In November 2024, Gambekwi Media broadcast a live report on the IIP fake degrees scandal, revealing that the Zimbabwean High Court found multiple law credentials issued by the International Institute of Professional Studies to be counterfeit. Simultaneously, the Zimbabwe Council for Higher Education, ZIMSH, has intensified its warnings that individuals using unaccredited degrees now face civil and criminal prosecution, and unscrupulous institutions must cease operations or risk legal action. Into this charged environment stepped Justice Charles Hungwe, whose legal acumen and fearless judgments have earned him respect across the judiciary. In a statement shared on social media, Hungwe asserted that the timeline and documentation of Mnangagwa's LLB certificate contain material inconsistencies that demand scrutiny by ZIMSH and the University of Zimbabwe. While specifics remain under wraps, insiders report Hungwe has submitted a formal petition to the Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education, urging an independent audit of all presidential academic records. If substantiated, these claims would not merely tarnish one man's resume, they would undermine the very premise that Zimbabwe's head of state operates with unimpeachable legal expertise. President Mnangagwa has often invoked his legal background when framing policy debates on constitutional reform and anti-corruption measures. Now, those same credentials are under siege, prompting both supporters and critics to wonder, could the highest office in the land be resting on a foundation of paper-thin credentials? Across law schools in Harare and Bulawayo, students and lecturers have begun combing through graduation lists and archival registers. Some report missing entries, while others point to unexplained gaps in academic records during the late 1980s and early 1990s. Meanwhile, political analyst Pedzisai Ruhanya has called for calm, emphasizing due process over sensationalism. The integrity of our institutions must be upheld, he told the Chronicle. But any investigation must be transparent, thorough, and free from partisan interference. As the story unfolds, all eyes turn to official channels. Will ZIMSH launch a formal inquiry? Will the University of Zimbabwe publish its enrollment and graduation logs? And, most crucially, will President Mnangagwa address the nation with clarity or allow silence to fuel further speculation? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss the next chapter in this riveting saga. The stakes are nothing less than the credibility of Zimbabwe's highest office and the sanctity of the rule of law. Stay tuned, this expose is only beginning.